All right, let's buckle up and get after a daily paycheck here on Casino Gaming TV. I am John from ProCraps, and we are starting with a $10,000 master bankroll, buying in for 10 to 20% every day, working strategies to a 10 to 20% profit goal every day. We're damn close to it. We'll compound those wins into that master bankroll so that every day the buying gets bigger and bigger and the win goals and profits grow. Now, here are the big questions. What strategies can we trust to get that job done? And the big one is, do I have the discipline to make it happen? Well, let's find out. We're gonna build that bankroll to $100,000 live. No tricks, no magic, no camera tricks, no BS. There's nowhere to hide when it's live. Here we go. All right, come on everybody. Welcome to Daily Paycheck. It's John from ProCraps. Here we go. Let's see, I've got some weirdness with the audio again. I'm not sure. Let's see if it's capturing the right. Anyway, here we go. It's Friday Follies. We're having some fun today. We're gonna do a little bit of hopping stuff today. Again, I like the hopping thing on Friday. It's kind of a fun way to do this. So, where are we? We got hit yesterday a little bit. We took actually 3 days in a row. We didn't do very well. We fought back on Monday or Tuesday a little bit. Yesterday we got whacked. Tuesday we got whacked. Here we go. Let's do something interesting and fun. And what I mean by that is we're gonna go hit the hops, and I'm not going to do this. It's going to look like a little bit of gambling with Jimmy style here, but here's the actual plan. Let me get some ladders out, or some lammers out here. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk around the other side of the table. I'm going to look at the dice, and I'm going to throw 10 shots with the dice. And we're going to kind of count what's coming. We're going to take a look hard at what numbers are popping. I'm going to set the ones on top, and we're going to see if we're getting ones or sixes. More than we should, and if so, I'm gonna hop things. Like for example, let's say the ones are a good number today. We're throwing a lot of ones. I'm gonna hop the 1-1, the 1-3, the 1-4. I'll put it up here. The 1-4 or the 3-1-4, the 4-1-5, and the 5-1-6. Okay, the aces, the ace deuce, and I'll put it in the come or the don't pass, but we'll hop the 6-1-7. Okay, we'll hop 3 different numbers, or 6 different numbers that have this, that have the combination that includes the number that we think we're throwing a lot of. That's going to be the thing. I'm not going to rely on some what do you call it, like the devil on my shoulder to tell me what's up. I'm going to look at the dice and see what it is. There's going to be 6 bets out there. Okay, if we don't get the win, right, we're going to martingale it. We're going to do a full Marty ladder, and I'm going to do it only 5 times. We're gonna go a 5-level martingale. So I believe, let me get I need a chart for this because I don't martingale like most people do, I guess. Let me see here if I get that. How do I get out of this thing? Let's see, I'm trying to figure out how to work. Oh, there we go, the wheels. Yeah, so we're gonna go 5 levels, okay? I'm gonna start with $25 on each, and I'll put the levels here in the come so you can see what I'm doing. First bet will be $25 on each hop, it's $150. That would win $250. Okay, the next level, if we lose that, we're gonna go to $50 on each hop. Then we'll go to 100, then 100, then 200, then 400. We'll stop it there. What you find out is that when you're hopping 6 numbers, right, you get 5 cracks at it. Yeah, there's 6 ways to do it. 6 ways to have a 1, for example, show up on each die. I've got 5 cracks at getting a hit. If I don't get it in 5 shots, then you start having diminishing returns. And the 6th hit, if you're still martingaling these things with the way the hops pay, unless you get a double, like the aces, you start losing money with each hit. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go to 5 levels and call it a day. It's gonna be a really quick deal. It's about $4,600 if I start at 25 hours, and I'll run it a couple of times. So we're gonna take in our rack. I'm gonna put 5,000 in the rack. There's 2,000. You guys can't see the rack. Hold on, let me switch my screen over here. Let's go there. There's the rack. There's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, $5,000 in the rack. And I'm gonna try my best to make this make sense in the rack. It's gonna be a lot of weirdness in here. But I'll make myself change, and I'll put out here in the come what the number is that I'm gonna be betting on each number. So with all that said, let me get out there and actually throw 10 dice. Let's see what we throw, okay? And then once I've established what I think might be the dominant number for the day, we're gonna go. And again, the angel on my shoulder is not gonna be some random ass, well, I mean, it's gonna be random because it's me, but it's not gonna be me feeling something metaphysically that is happening. I'm just gonna look at the dice and see what am I actually doing. So I'm gonna take 10 sets of dice and we're gonna throw 10 sets of dice and see what happens. Here we go. And I'll line them up so you can see what the numbers are on each die, and then we'll make our decision. Let me get some more dice out here. Let's see, got 1, 2, 3. There's a set. Oh, here's another one. Give me a second to get them all set up in front of me. There's 4 sets. Make sure I get the right, I want to make sure I have dice that match, obviously. So color up. I should have done this before the show, but you know, the best laid plans. Let's see what I got here. That's a set. You know what, I'm just gonna dump these all out so I can find ones that I know are matches. The whites for sure are matches. Let's see, Henderson, those are a match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's my favorites. These. 7. Let's go with the frosted. I have color up, match for color up. There's color up. There's 8 sets. There is Palace Station. What is this one? Is this Palace Station? That's a Cirque. Oh, Cirque of the D. There's Circuit dice. Okay, those suck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more matching pair. There's a Craps Nation Red. This is exciting TV, isn't it? This is exciting TV right here. Let's see what's this one here. Craps Nation. There we go. Craps Nation. There's our 10 sets. All right, we have 10 sets of dice out there. And here we go. We're going to throw 10. I will log them for you. I'm going to log Crapsy for you as I do this. So you'll be following the puck and doing your betting. I'm just going to be go ahead and being I'm logging rolls just to log rolls. All right, so we'll have fun with this. And here we go. First one. Yeah, I'm just going to set the ones and see what happens. Set the ones, see what happens. Here we go. Coming out. Okay, there's aces. Look at that. Look at that. Out of the gate, we have a set of aces right there. And I'll put these, let's see, where can I put them so you can see them? If I put them down here on the pass line, I think that'll be visible. I'll start them down there. Now, they might get in the way, but, you know. Here we go. That's our first one, aces. That's logged in for y'all. Okay, and I'll get the Crapsy going here for the next one. Again, just information gathering. This is like getting a piece of paper out and logging them down. I'm going to show them to you visually so you can see what I see. Here we go. There's the aces. Here's the next one. We're still coming out for you all. There's a 3, 2, 5. Now I'm hoping that what I see is a bunch of ones. I'm hoping for a bunch of ones or a bunch of sixes to kind of be the poppers for us, right? You're on a point of 5 right now. Maybe a pattern emerges. We'll find out. And if nothing emerges, then we won't do it, right? We gotta do this only if we see what we want to see. And I'm looking for at least 1 or 2 sets of something coming in the first 10 rolls here. Okay, points 5. That was a kiss. That's a 3, 3, 6. 3, 3, hard 6. 3, 3, hard 6. Oh, I didn't put the numbers in the roll tracker. Duh. 1. Oops. Okay, let's go 1, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. Okay, roll tracker's up to date too. Sorry about that. Let's get those kind of side by side. There we go. All right. Coming out. The dice are out, rather. Let's see. Booyah. Here we go. If you're going to be a maniac, do it scientifically, I guess, right? Oh, that was a beautiful throw. Hard 4. Hard 4. 2. Oh, I rolled it. 2, 2. Whoop. Here we go. Deuces. Ian. The double deuce. 2, 2. All right. You gotta navigate around the lammers that I got there. There's the 2s. That was throw 4. You see any patterns yet? I don't see anything yet. I see a bunch of crap right now. I see nothing's really looking positive yet. I'm not seeing my ones. I would have hit the first one, right? But every series of 5, you got to get something to repeat itself, right? Here we go. And again, I'm kind of hunting ones because it's what I want to throw, but it may not be what I actually throw. There's a 5, 1, 6. That would have been a nice hit right there. 5 and a 1. All right, 5, 1, 6. It's kind of funny. In this Marty, the longer you go, the better your wins are. Like, you'll see when I show you the chart later on, like it's interesting the way that it makes money and loses money. But anyway, here we go. That was a 6 right in there. Let's go. All right. That's good. Let's roll 5. Okay. Dice are out. Still looking for the 6. Or the 5 rather, right? Yeah, point is 5. Nice throw. There's a 7. Sucks for you all. When I'm hopping like this, I don't care about, oh, let me put that back in the middle for you. When I'm hopping, I don't care about the 7s. I'm not really playing the point. But for you playing with me, that sucked. 4, 3. And by the way, if I'm playing my regular way, as you know, we made a paycheck. Right? We had a bunch of box numbers in there. We would have been just fine. Would have been just fine. All right, new shooter. New shooter coming out. Here we go. I got 4 rolls of sniffing it out left for me. Here we go. And again, this is like, you know, me at 4 in the morning at a table by myself. There's no way you can do this with other people at a table, right? Here we go. Coming out. Ugh. Not a great roll. It's a 6 and a 3. That's a 9. All right, 6, 3. Whoops, I canceled that. Come on. 6, 3. Okay. Let's pull these over to the list over here and see. I think I see the number that I'm looking at. I can already see a number. It's not the 1 or the 6 that's kind of showing up more than the others. Hopefully you guys can see it too. Is that getting to be behind? It's almost to the fist. I got to make sure that I don't go too much farther. I'm going to put the dice closer together for you. All right, here we go. Dice are out. Let's push the button. And here we go. Oh, that was a high bounce. Weird. 5, 2, 7. That was a weird throw. Weird. It was a little too high. 5, 2. All righty. 5, 2, 7. 5, 2, 7. That was a quickie. Really quickie. Hang on, my wife is texting me here, so hold on a second. Not yet. Hold on one second. There we go. It's so funny that you're texting your spouse inside your house, right? All right, 5, 2, 7. Let's put that over here. I'm going to put these a little closer together so that. All right, here we go. I think this is my last couple. Puck is off. Let's go. We're coming out. New shooter again. Stacking the ones. Here we go. Here's a 6, 4. 6, 4, 10. That's a new point. 6 and a 4. Mark it up for you. Six, 4. Okay. Last one of the information gathering set here. And here we go. It's funny, this new version of the chopper toss does not cluster the numbers like it used to. It's different. I throw them, they're not spinning like before, so I'm not seeing the same sort of clusters of 1s and 6s like I used to see. Here we go. That is a 5, 2 freaking 7. Boy, that's a PSO. Is that 2 PSOs in a row? Might be. Damn. Glad I'm not betting. Wow. Sorry, guys. 5, 2. Okay. Let's look at what we have here. We'll take a pause in the betting. Perfect time for it. Let's see what we see. I've got, let's put this out here in the come so it's a little more obvious. There's the 5, 2, 7. 1, All right, so what I'm seeing is I got 2 1s here within 5 rolls, okay? I'm also seeing 1, 2, 3 3s that popped up during the time. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 times we saw a 2. Out of the 10 rolls, 4 of them had 2s on them. 3 had 3s, only a couple had the 1s. The 6 is very light, right? What we are seeing is 2s though, which is weird. And again, the dice set that I'm using shouldn't produce 2s like that, but whatever. Not gonna fight City Hall, right? So at this point, it looks like we're seeing a bunch of 2s. I mean, out of the 10 rolls, if I get 1, 2, technically, kind of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 times we saw 2s. So feels like we should be on the 2 2 4, the 3 2 5, the 4 2 6, the 1 2 3, the 5 2. I'll put in here the 5 2 7, and the 6 2 8. That's what we're looking for. There's our hops. Okay, let's hop those numbers, Marty style, and if we see something different happen, we'll see it happen. I'm gonna take the Diamond Joes, the ones that had the 2 2s. That's gonna be the ones that I throw, since they seem to be the one that was the lucky one. All right. So that said, we're gonna go out our first bet. I need my phone to tell me how much to bet here, because I don't know what I don't play hops like this, but let's see what we got. Let's see what it's gonna cost me to get out of this thing. Let's see, the first bet's gonna be $25 each. So I'm gonna take from here, 500 bucks out of my rack. I'm gonna get 350 and change, okay? We're gonna put 150 out there, okay? 350 and change, $150, quarter-sized bets. They're all out there for a quarter. If they win, the way this works is the regular bets, if it's not the 2 2, they win 10 to 1, right? It ends up being 10 to 1. I'll show you how this pays out when it happens, but it's gonna look like this. We're gonna have 6 bets out there, 6 $25 bets. So, if one of them wins, you would lose 5 of those bets, right? This one would pay 15 to 1. Okay, so you're gonna get paid 15 to 1. You've lost 5, so you're gonna get paid, the net of that is 10 to 1. Follow me? If it's the bigger one, if it's the 2 2 happens, right? Again, you lose 5, but you win 30 back, right? So it's 25 to 1. So it's 25 to 1 or 10 to 1, depending on what happens. Here we go. Let's either burn the 7 grand or the 5 grand, or let's win a few thousand. And the more we lose, the more we win. This is not a typical Marty where you win 1 unit. This is gonna be like you're gonna win a lot more as you go. Here we go, setting them 1s. Diamond Joe dice. Looking for some 2s. Looking for some 2s like a crazy person, right? This is gonna be abject insanity. So hopefully, hopefully this works out. I'm looking to look at chat. There's not a lot of chat going on. It looks like Old Bay Crafts says, what's up? I'm acting like an idiot today. I'm hopping. I'm doing a hop martingale. Here we go. Give me some 2s, shooter. Give me some 2s. That looks like a 6, 3, 9. Not a 2 on those dice right there. But for y'all, that's going to be the point. It's a 6, 3. Let me get my roll tracker running. All right, 6, 3, 9. Slide that puck over. Okay, now, we just lost $150, which sucks. Sucks big time, okay? Our next bet, let's go, again, look at the chart here. The next bet is 50 bucks per number, okay? I'll put it out here like this. You can see it, 50 bucks per number. That's $300 out of my rack. So 300 bucks out of my rack. And again, I'll keep the chart active here as we go so I can see. And again, I need to see one in 5 rolls. We're gonna lose the whole bankroll. We have 5 rolls to get a 2 on one of these 2 dice, or we lose the whole bankroll. Yeesh, right? Little pucker time here. Let's go. Dice are out. Give old Johnny a 2 on one of these dice, please. That looks like a 4 and a 2. There's the 6. Look at that. Look at that. On roll 2, we nail it. That's friggin' awesome. 4, 2, 6. There's a 4, 2, 6. Cool, right? Now, what does that pay? We already know this. That's going to pay, it's the easy way, not the hard way, right? So the net of that is 10 to 1, right? $500. That pays $500. Bam, there it is. $500 purple chip, which means our bankroll is back the way it was, right? Our bankroll is back the way that it was. $500. The base bet can come back, and we're actually up $100 right now. That's the way that that looks. So it's pretty interesting to see how that works. All right, let's go back and start over again. Go back to the green chip level, and that's going to be $150. I'll take 500. I'll take 150 back to the rack, and here we go. Start the process over. Nice little win right there, right? Nice little win. Let's go there, and let's do it. Okay. I actually paid that wrong, so I'll fix that in a minute. One, two, three, ace deuce. Okay, so I paid that last one wrong. What I forgot to do, it's 500 to 1, but the $300 that was out there is still out there. Like the way that works is it's the 500 plus what you had. I actually owe myself, I take the $50 that was out there away. I should have $300 extra in the rack. Now this one here just pays again. And again, it pays the easy way, right? The 2-1-3 pays easy. 2-1, 2-1. Again, 10 to 1, so it pays $250. And we're still out there. $250 and we're still out to win. That's the thing I screwed up last time. So in my rack, by the way, there's $500. I'm gonna go ahead and color that up real quick so you can see. Starting bankroll is in the rack, right? I've got 1, 2, 300, 400, 25 in the rack profit, plus out here on the felt, I got 150, right? We got our 150 sitting out there. So that's not too shabby, right? We got $500 in profit basically in a few rolls. That's actually like, okay. That'd probably be enough to go home right there, right? If you're, you know, again, if you're the dice savant and you're reading your what you're doing and it's actually working out, that might be the time to leave, right? That's kind of what, you know, guys like Tony Leo preach. You know, read your dice, see what you're doing, bet on what you're throwing. Instead of running up, you know, box numbers and pressing and going crazy, look at what your faces are doing and bet what your faces are showing you, right? That's actually, it makes sense if you can actually make the dice do those things. So here we go. This is how you make it. What is it, Craig from Old Bay Crafts? Is this how you make $250,000 a year by doing this? Is that the rule? If I do this, I can make $250 a year, something like that. You can do it. The thing is on Bubble Craps, though, I see your comment out there. On Bubble Craps, the problem is you're not throwing the dice, right? This is more of a, I'm spinning the dice in a way that I think is going to result in a certain set of numbers coming up all the time, or at least a certain face coming up all the time. Bubble Craps is so random. You can't depend on that, right? But this here, potentially you can depend on if you can throw it. That's the whole point of this Friday Follies is like, hey, can I really throw these dice in a way that I can depend on and reliably bet and vote? There's a 9, 6, 3, 9. Is that a new point? I forget what's going on. I don't know where we are. That might be the point. It is the point. 6, 3, 9. You all can take a roll off and we're coming out. 6, 3, 9. Does nothing for me. I'll take this away. Okay, we got $50 a bet, $300. Okay, I'll put the money out there. It's just easier to see, and I'll use bank money next to it. This is a better way to show you how big the bets are. So my actual outlay is $300. The bet size is 50. That's the better way to show you what's going on. Okay, here we go. Let's set that one again. We're coming out. Good time for it right here, I think, huh? What do you think? Let's get one. Let's get one right here. We're coming out, looking for a deuce. Looking for a deuce on the die right here. Let's go. Not a great throw, but we got a 1, 2, 3 ace deuce on the come out. Sorry for you past line bettors, 2, 1, 3, but That's okay for me because that pays 10 to 1, right? 10 of these to 1. So 10 times 50 is 500. Okay, and again, the net of that, right, is you lose, you're losing your 50 bucks, you're losing your the 250, but you're bringing back the 500, right? That's the net of this is 500. So this is my net. It all comes back to the rack, which is cool. The next bet will be at $25 size. So I'm gonna bring this back to the rack. Again, I'm gonna go back at $25, which is $150 in bets. So out of my rack is $150. If you look at closely here, we're now up $775. We're actually with this here, I'm up $800, $900. Pretty sweet. Let's go. 150 in play. 150 in play. Wow, let's go. Making this look easy. I think I did this once before, back in the garage days. And I think I got this thing up to like level 9 at one point. We had such a bad run, right? So we'll take the luck of the dice here. I'm just gonna try and win about $1,000. Can I win $1,000 doing this? Crazy town, absolute crazy town. Here we go. That looks like 6-5 mid-mo yo. 6-5. All right, yo 11 does nothing for me. Yo 11 yo. We will lose the 150. We're gonna make our next bet size at $50, which means 300 out of the rack. I'll take 500. And go 1, 2, 3 with 2 change. All right. I'd love to get sweaty here and get one a little higher than this, right? I want to see myself go to level 5 just once. Level 5, you're making good money actually. Level 5, you get a level 5 hit, and boy, it's on. Here we go. Let's set them up. Now, what I'm not doing here is monitoring my dice at all for what's happened since we started, right? Look at since we started, what's been dominant? The 6 has been dominant. Since we started this whole process, we've had a 639, a 639, and a 65 yo show up. So think about, maybe we change off the 2 and go to the 6 if we're seeing more 6s come, right? This is, again, that's why it's called Friday Follies. But if I start seeing that, right, that's kind of what you're looking for. If the pattern shifts, if the winds change direction, boy, you better be on that if you're doing this kind of money, right? Here we go. Dice are out, looking for a 2. We got a 5 and a 4, so nothing that time. Nothing. 5, 4, 9. And the trend of the week continues. 9. 9's been our point, or 9's been like this crushing number all week long. Okay, so we're gonna lose here. We're gonna lose $300, which sucks. Now, our next bet now is at $100 each. So if I take this away here, we're gonna be at $100. I'll put it in greens. We'll do $100 per bet. Hopefully you can see that. Which means our outlay is $600 now. So we're gonna have $600 out of the rack. Now if this wins, right, it's gonna be pretty nice. We're gonna win $1,000 if it wins, right? If we catch a 2 here, we're in good shape, right? We'll catch back some of those losses, and we'll be in good shape. Here we go. Here we go. Dice are out. Dice are out. We'll take a look at where we are in a minute. All right. Wish us luck. Point is 9. Looking for a deuce on the die. Johnny, let's do it. There it is. There it is. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5. Lovely, lovely. So what happens here? Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. So again, the net of that at a base bet of $100, which is where we're at, is 10 to 1. So $600 on the win, right? Is that right? No, 10 times 100 is $1,000. Sorry, $1,000. My bad. $1,000 on the win. So 1,000 to 1, and it all comes back, and we can start over again. So where's my rack now? Look at that. There's the 5,000. There's $1,475 in profit. Bye-bye. Done for the day, right? We're doing daily paycheck. That's the paycheck, right? We done. We done. That's actually pretty simple. Craig says hop the 6s, right? Let's see. Key part is that no one else has the intuition of what's coming out. Yeah, right? Nobody has intuition. El Bay has intuition, right? None of us are clairvoyants, right? But again, the thing that we're doing here is we're taking a stab at this and saying, look, what are you throwing? And it's not, am I throwing 8s or 10s? Am I getting a face to consistently show up? And if I am, and I can do it 1 every 5 times, get one of those 2 dice every 5 times to have a 2 on it, we're gonna be okay. That was the point of today, right? So that was actually kind of fun. We have a little bit of a profit. I'm gonna call it right there. I'm gonna call that part of the show right there. We made our paycheck in crazy fashion, hopping the numbers, right? That's kind of a stupidly fun way to do it. But let's go back and we'll play some regular craps here, right? I'm gonna go ahead and finish out this roll, and we'll play some regular craps when I finish up the roll here. But for now, I'm just gonna get back into rhythm, throw for you guys, and then I'll hop in with some normal betting, and we'll just have some fun. Sound good? Maybe we'll do a little double tap. We'll do a little double tap action here across the inside, and see how it works out. Here we go. Dice are out. Still looking for a point of 9. It's a 3-2-5. If we had gone out of base again, another 250 in the rack right there, right? The twos today. That's pretty nice. A little 3-2-5 action. Again, for whatever reason today, that's how they're bouncing. I don't know why, right? I'm sure it's nothing I'm doing, but I'm sure it's something I'm doing. I'm lying to you. There's 100% I'm spinning these dice perfectly and making these 2s happen, right? That is the point of the chopper. I've told you this before. Another one right there, 4 and 5. The whole point of this toss, right, is to spin the dice in directionally, sideways, not long ways, right? So I can keep them on what I would call the horizontal axis. Keep the 1s is what I should see. I should see a lot of 1s on top. Keep the 1s on top if they're spinning right. It's a 4-1, by the way, right? 4-1. That's the whole point of the toss. If it's working, we should have seen 1s, not 2s. The way today it wasn't working, which means one of these die was going off every single time, but in the same kind of way. Cool. Not gonna fight it, but that's why I throw this toss. That's the whole reason why I love it. It's comfortable for me to throw, and I felt like when I was learning it, hey, I'm seeing a lot of what's on top staying on top, or a lot of what's on the bottom staying up. 6s or 1s should be dominant for me. And when I was doing my first 10,000 gathering data throws, I did like 7,000 of them, not 10,000. We saw that. We were definitely above the average. Oh, there's a 5-2. Shoot. We were above the average by a decent amount on top die dominance. And I was like, okay, that's something. But we never did decide, is there a way to bet on that? Like, it's cool that you can do that, and like, yay for me. But how do you bet? How do you bet that way? Well, the only way to really bet that way is this, is take advantage of, if it's working for you that day, to hop what you're throwing. So, all right, let's take the lammers off the table. Let's get back and we'll do some regular, normal guy craps, but we'll do it at gigantic levels, because why not? Why not? It's Friday. I'm gonna put today's profit over here and lock it up. I'm gonna put 8K in the bank. We got our normal bankroll going here, and let's go with 1,600 across. There's $2,000. There's 400 change. Or actually, no. I'm gonna do 1,100 inside. Yeah. Let's do this. I'm gonna take the $2,000, and I'm gonna go here. Let's think about what I want to do. I'm going to go 1,100 inside. So that's going to be this. It'll be 300, 300, 250, and 250. That's your 1,100. And I'm going to do, I'll just do $50 on the 4 and 10 each. We're going to destroy the 4 and 10. I'm going to go Purple Chip Express in the 4 and 10. So 1,100, 1,200 out, not. So that'll be 1,200, get my rack right. That'd be 1,000, 1,500 with 300 change. Okay, there we go. Now the rack's right. So we'll do 1,200 across, okay? I'm gonna double tap the insides. We're gonna hammer press the 4 and 10 to purple chips. That's the plan. Here we go. Here we go. Coming out, new shooter. New day, new everything. I'm gonna get my regular box number set going, and here we go. All right? Win with me, people. Win with me. Let's go. Dice are out. It looks like another 9. Holy cannoli. The 9s this week. I must have thrown 1,000 9s this week. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Law of large numbers means what? I'm never throwing a 9 again after this week? Is that what's going to happen? Wow. All right. Here we go. Dice are out. Bets are in. Let's go. Little double tap on the inside. Little double tap on the inside. Little hammer press on the outside. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. It looks like a 5. 4 and a 1. That's going to be a power press. 415. 415. Alrighty. That's going to pay 25. 250 pays 350. Don't need to power press it. We're just going to go all the way with it. We're going to go all the way, baby. Right to 600. Going to stack that bad boy up to $600. Double tap. I'm going to double tap the inside. So I'm going to hammer press the insides until something repeats. And as soon as something repeats, that gives me back the inside money. And then we can go. Then we're going to go to purples and everything. Maybe I'm going to go to bananas. Okay, maybe we'll just go bananas today. But let's get a repeat. We need something to repeat. The repeater of any inside number pays for everything. And what I mean by that is this, the $600 5, what does that pay, right? That's gonna pay the 500 on bottom, right? 5 pays 7, right? 1 pays 140, that pays 640, right? Remember, plus the 250 that I had out there, right? Or plus the first one, plus the win. So 640 plus the first 350 is 940 plus 50 is 990. I was out there for 1,100 inside. That effectively gets you out of the hand. You're in it for a little bit, but that double tap really sets you up, okay? To pay for the whole inside. That's the idea. But we're gonna collect nothing until we see a repeat, which is kind of like, a little bit of sphincter time. There's a 1-2. 1-2 tray, ace deuce. 3 craps, 3, ace deuce, 2-1-3. Does nothing for me, nothing for most of you probably, but let's go. Let's go. This will be our last shooter, by the way. I think I've got, looking at the clock, it's 7:40 already, so here we go. Here we go. How about a 5? How about a 5, old Johnny? Nicer. Out. That is another 1, 2, 3. Who parlayed it? Anybody parlay that? Did anybody? I know if Dusted One was here, he would have parlayed it. I'm not sure about the rest of y'all. Craig probably parlayed it. Craig says I throw a lot of horns from Old Bay Craps. Craig probably parlayed that one, or at least pressed it. Did you press that, Craig, or did you parlay it? Come on, tell me you hit that. Tell me you hit that. I'm looking here. I'd like to have a world where 1,100 is a little bit. There you go. Wouldn't it be great? Hey, you know what? If your bankroll is $50,000 and you're buying in for 8 or whatever, that is a little bit of money. Think about it. If your bankroll is $50K, $1,100 is nothing, right? It's not that much. It's honest to God, it's like having, I use the example all the time, take the zeros away, right? If you got, like I do, like $5,000 in the bank, right? Buy in for $750, $800. That's like buying in for 8,000, right? $5,000 is like 50, 800 is like 8,000. Would you go 110 inside? It's the same thing, right? There's no difference here. What I'm doing, I'm just changing chip colors, but it's just adding zeros, right? This is exactly what you would do. If you had $5,000 in the bank, you bought them for $800 and you were trying to do something cool, this is exactly how you could play it, exactly. I would not argue against doing 110 inside with that size buy-in. Maybe a little high for me, there's a 7. So now we burn the whole thing, right? But I wouldn't argue against that for you. That's the bet levels here are big because the bankroll's big. 5, 2, 7, that was a shitty roll, by the way. That was a terrible roll all the way around. Maybe we'll just do one more. Let's get the 5, 2 in there. Maybe we'll do one more shooter. What do you think? One more shooter? Let's do it. Let's put the 5 back at 250. One more shooter because that didn't take very long. I'm gonna go back out there again at, was it $1,200? 110 and, yeah, $1,200. So there's 1,200. Let's have a better roll this time, hopefully. Bets are back. Rack is right. Here come the dice. Let's rock it. Let's rock it. All right, 5, 3. Here we go. 9, another 9. Good gravy. How about these 9s today? And yesterday, and the day before. Just hop the damn 9s, right? Hop the 9s and I would be okay. 6, 3, 9. Okay, there's your point. Get your bets in. Let's rock. Okay. Here I go. Oy, 6, 3, 9. Wow. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to review this with you in a minute. You got to see this. Actually, I'll do it now because the puck's off. We'll do a quick little sanity check, okay? What I'm throwing on this particular time is we're doing this. I'll show you in the bigger dice. I'm stacking 5, 3, right? 5 and a 3 is my stack. 5, 3. What have we thrown? Look at the last few rolls here, all right? We had the 5, 4, 9, a couple of horn numbers, right? 5, 2, 7, 6, 3, 6, 3. So between the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them had a 5 or a 3 on them, right? So the spinner, right, keeps the tops, generally speaking, in play, right? 6, 3, 6, 3. Right, and the 5, 2, 7 counts as part of that, right? The dice that I threw, the 5, 2, 7 counts as part of that, plus the 5, 4, 9, plus the other 5, 2, 7, right? This is what I'm, like I said, I'm looking at the faces from my starting point. I'm not looking at the resulting numbers for the most part. All right, here we go. Puck's off, coming out. I got to pay that 9, the 350, and we're gonna give it all the way up. Okay, we're still coming out though. Here we go, coming out. Let's rock it. Now we're just gonna play. We're playing regular craps. I'm not hopping right now, but as I'm throwing, I'm noticing, right? I'm noticing what I'm doing here, and it's like, hey, that's kind of cool, you know. All right, we got 5. See that? The 5s are in play. The 5s are 100% in play. 5, 4. Like the longer I toss, I seem like the top die are getting more involved, right? As we say, here we go. That's going to be, boom, right there. There's your 9 again as the point. For frick's sake, how many 9s can a guy throw in one day? Here we go. I need one right now, right? We're on that press on that 9. We need a 9 right now. Need her right now. Can we do it? She said, give me 9. Give me a hard 9 right here. Let's go. 6, 3. Come on. It's the sister, 3, 2, 5. I'll take it. But again, that dice set, 5, 3 on top. There was a 3. That's a 3, 2. Okay, cool. Also pays, you know it, 350. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit it and get it. All right. It's going to be a nice regression here, right? We're going to regress to profit and get going. I may even leave some out there, right? Because why not? Give me a 5 or a 9. Let's go, shooter. 5 or a 9? 5 or a 9 right now would be fan-freaking-tastic. Let's go. Come on. It's a 10. Darn it. I saw the 5 and I got super excited, but there's again another 5 on the die, right? There's the Old Bay bushel, I guess. That we call that the Old Bay bushel. 5, 5 hard 10. 100 pay or 50 pays 100. We're just gonna go. We're never collecting on the 4 and 10. They're gonna be bonus bets for us. I'll pay the vig later on that. All right, here we go. Here we go. No filter on the Friday, right? Just gonna let it run. Let it run. Come on. What a nice throw. 426. All right. Got them all. 4-2. 426. Okay, so 300 also pays 350. Okay. Now, we can go just to 600 and take 50 back, like so. I can also go to 660. I can power press it to 660. I could do what I want to. I've got $100 here in the rack. I'm going to power press it to 750. Okay. Again, that'll pay 600, pay 700, 750. The extra 150 pays up 175, right? So it's 875 if that guy wins. We're just going to, again, a little power press, not a little power press, a big power press, but we're trying to get these double taps here. I need a repeater. Something's got to come. Something's got to come, and then we're going to have a nice fat regression. Or will we? Or will we? We may not have a regression. It's Friday after all, right? Here we go. This is the one right here. 5, 6, or a 9. But you know what's going to happen. It's going to be a freaking 8, right? Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. That's a midnight. It's a midnight. Not a good throw. Not a good throw. I let him go funny. 6-6 midnight. That was oogly. Oogly. 6-6. Look at all that thickness of that. 6 straight box numbers, guys. 6 straight boxes. Whew. Hit the box 6 straight times. There should be an award for that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Dice are out. Come on, 5, 6, 9. Breathe it into existence. 5, 6, or 9. Let's go. Oh, it's a freaking 7. God, never got it. We never got it, but we were set, man. We were so set. That's a bummer. We're going to end the show there. But we'll call it there just because of time. But that was a fun little run. Made no money on that roll at all. But here's what could have happened. Look, can I just play pretend with you? What could happen? Let's just pretend we hit a 9. Let's pretend we did the 9 again, right? And we know that 5 pays 7, right? And 1 pays 140. So it would have paid, that would have paid 840, right? Where's my money? 825.40. Would have paid 840, okay? It would have gone back down to 250. So we would have had 840. Now check this out. 840. There's 1,000. There's 1,100. There's the 50 bucks for the 10, and there's 40 bucks towards the 4. That one hit of the 9 coming back down to earth paid for everything. It would have paid for everything. The double tap pays for everything that you have out there, which is amazing, right? I would have left those 2 up, right? I could have pulled them back down, right? I would have been able to pull down whatever I got out here. I would have been able to pull down another 350 here, another, you know, whatever there, and had a bunch of profit. But no, double tap, the opportunist says, leave all that out there, get out of the hand, let the huge bets sit and sing, and let's hit those repeaters and make the big money. These are bringing back purple chips every single time now. That was what we were doing today. That was the double tap at the mass level, right? Would have been fun to have been paid in some yellow chips today, right? I don't even have yellow chips, but it would have been fun to get paid that way. That was the idea. The double tap at the fat boy level, but didn't work out. No big deal. It's Friday Follies. Who cares? Who cares anyway? So let me come back in here and let's say goodbye. And the ace deuce king. I throw a ton of freaking ace deuces, right? Yeah. That was a fun morning. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I can see that there's a little bit of shine on the table there. The chips aren't as clear as I'd probably like them to be, but whatever. We're getting there. We're getting there on the camera work. Trying hard to make this thing make sense for everybody. So, all right, folks, I'm gonna call it here and get out. Coffee run, maybe not today. I'm not sure. It's scheduled still, but dog's gotta go to the vet. I gotta go talk to Kathy real quick and see who's taking the dog to the vet. If it's me, there's no show. If it's her, I'll see in 15 minutes. So it'll be. I'll put an announcement out on the post. So anyway, I'll see you in a little bit. If I don't see you in a little bit, God bless. Have a great weekend. Love y'all. And hey, let's celebrate the win on the hopping system today. Love you guys. Bye.